Good evening, everybody. I must apologize because we got uh, guests in this room, right? I didn't post the meeting till really later this afternoon. I was stuck in a meeting all day uh, at actually at a dentist office, right? Because they use our toothpaste, and I made some deliveries today only because I was out and about, and I thought, well, that would be fun, right? So I went out and visited a few people that use our products in their practice, and then I was like, whoa, now I gotta go. I forgot to post the link, so it was late. So I'm sure a lot of people are like, we didn't know if they was coming, right? But we got the people in the room, and we're going to hear from some folks. And you know what? I want to tell you about somebody who's in this room, and she can't speak tonight. She was doing something, and there's a lot of noise in the background. But I want to talk to you a little bit about Joelle, because I met Joelle back about a year ago, year and a half ago, and she had a goal. She wanted to get off her medications and lose weight. And very simply put, we got into completely alkalizing the body and showing her how to do that. We started with the cleanse, did the alkalizing, added the shakes, did pretty much the nutritional line, and uh, and here we are. A year later, she had lost over 100 pounds. She's went down maybe like 120 pounds. But the most important thing is she's off all all her medications. And it's just that simple. It's just that easy. Plus, she's working on more. So that's going to be exciting to see what more happens, right? And uh, and let me tell you, whatever your goals are, whatever your goals are, from a health perspective, from a business perspective, I can tell you, you can reach those goals here for the reason that we are Essante Organics. We're the very first USDA organic superstore in the world, right? So even forget about the business model for a second, which we'll talk about here shortly. But you know what? Having the largest USDA superstore in the world. But not only that, it's funny because I was writing up a paper for somebody who wanted to use some information for a column, right? And I'm going to get to this that I wrote because I started writing this out, and I was like, wow, you know what? Our product line is a product line that is being used in one of the number one, you know what that word is, research centers in the world. And it's a patient's protocol that they use during the entire healing process, and it assists their patients to actually gain full permanent recovery, right? And along with being their post protocols once they get home. That's really important. That's something that touched me. But you know what? We're also home of the Power Pups that was featured on Extra TV, Good Morning America, The Today Show, Access Hollywood, The Doctors. Um, did I say Good Morning America? I probably did. And Entertainment Tonight, in Elle Magazine, Vogue Magazine, Us Weekly, Woman's World. We didn't write any articles for them. They actually wrote the articles on the company and came and visited us, right? We've been at we build the gift bags for the Grammys, the SAG Awards, the Golden Globes, the Emmys, the Country Music Awards, the VH1, MTV. I'm sure I'm leaving a lot of them out. And so much, right? And we have patented products that are life-changing, right? And Joelle's a very good example of what these products can do for a person that, wants to gain some goals, whatever that is, maybe just be healthier, right? But I want you to talk to somebody here tonight that has been in this space for a long time and met me quite a long time ago and is a leader, not only what we consider a leader of our company, but has been a leader in this space of networking and in the home-based business arena. And I want him to tell you why he's here, right? And what he sees with this company. And Dominic, you knew it. You knew I'd call on you. So there he is.
I did indeed. Uh, Thank you for having me again tonight, Michael. I appreciate it as always. I'll be seeing you soon. Checking out, I believe maybe first week of May to come out and check you guys out there in Phoenix. I'm with you, Joe. A little bit of lemon with the salts, definitely an awesome taste. I saw you put that in there. I usually do the same with the salts, either that or I'll just mix them in with the greens as well. Got some salts in some water as we speak with some pH drops. So yeah, I've known Michael now since going on 15 years, since right around 2010, and met him at a time where I had just recently stopped my affiliation with another company that if you've ever been in the industry, you're probably well familiar with. But they that company merged with another company kind of overnight, underlying without anybody's real knowledge of it, except the top people in the company and the corporate leadership knew about it. But I reached out to Michael and we kind of connected, and he told me all about his company, why he does what he does, introduced me way back when to Dr. JJ and the crew. And I kind of felt like I found a home because, one of the things I always talk to people about with health and wellness is if I can't promote it with a moral compass, it's not for me. And that's one of the best things about Essante is that I never have to worry that I'm promoting something that's not healthy, that could be questionable, that there might be some ingredients that they just don't put on the products that they don't want you to know about, or cover up the fact and say, oh, these are organic when they're really not, or any other things that these other companies out there are doing and trying to make a buck. And I just actually had a conversation with him today. I don't know, we were probably on the phone about 45 minutes. And there's companies that are going to come out every day. It's the nature of the network marketing industry. There's always something new coming out. There's always something shiny. There's always something that, oh, it's the best, biggest, newest opportunity. And oh, this comp plan is better than any others in the industry. And I mean, we got to talk, and I said, well, Michael, let's talk about this for a second. If a company comes out tomorrow, guys, let's just be honest with each other. If a company comes out tomorrow, what do you think they're going to say about their products? They're going to say they're the best. What do you think they're going to say about their comp plan? Their comp plan's the best. Because what company would start up and go, well, our products are okay, but there's better products out there. Our comp plan's pretty good, but there's better comp plans out there, right? They wouldn't have any momentum. They wouldn't have the niche that people, the shine that people were looking for, the luster of something new, right? So there's a couple new companies out that me and Michael have discussed recently, and they're either just launching or they're brand new, probably since the end of the year last year. So only a few months in. And some of the things that I've already seen with folks who have joined these companies is, oh, this company's already doing, if you buy X amount in this, then we'll give you this. Or if you buy this, then we'll give you a huge discount on this. And oh, our comp plan has this level of bonuses and this kind of bonuses and that kind of bonuses. And so it's definitely the most lucrative comp plan in the industry. Well, you have to kind of sit back and wonder why. One thing that I do I train sales with different companies for years. And one thing I always ask is why. That's the easiest way to get answers is act like a 2-year-old kid. What's the number one question a 2-year-old kid loves to ask their parents? Why, right? So you always ask yourself why. Well, why are they able to give away so many bonuses, and why are they able to give discounts on big bulk orders on products, and why are they able to do this, and why are they able to do that? And it really boils down to one thing. If you really look at the quality of the products, they're making these products for pennies on the dollar. That's why they're able to take 90% of what that product brings in and give it back to the people that are pushing it, because it doesn't cost them anything to make junk. That's the reality of it. Is if you have quality products with wholesome, healthy ingredients, those cost money to make. If you put fillers and junk in products, you can basically give them away. Well, that's one of the things that keeps me here, is that we have healthy products. We have good, clean, USDA certified organics products that are here for you for life to help you in your own health and wellness journey, no matter what it is. There's companies out there that sell essential oils. Are they good for you? No. We sell essential oils. Are ours good? Yes. Do they cost a little bit more than some others? Yes. Why? Because they're actually healthy. They're actually good. They're actually organic. So you have to look at, think about if you take your next trip to the grocery store and you look at heads of lettuce, you see a regular head of lettuce, a couple bucks. Then you see an organic head of lettuce, a little more expensive. Why? Well, it's organic. So in order to be healthy, you have to understand that you're probably going to spend a little bit more money. But the benefit of all of that is the comp plan here, which I know Dr. JJ will talk a little bit about tonight, but the comp plan here is like no other. I don't care who comes out with what company tomorrow. It doesn't matter to me. And the reason why is one thing I know they won't have is 100% check match. They don't. It doesn't matter how good and how lucrative they tell you their comp plan is. They're not going to have it. They're not going to have 100% check match. It's just not going to happen. Now, on the flip side of buying healthy and buying organic is, you ever had anybody or known anybody that's gone to the hospital for words that we don't like to say on these calls that start with the letter C, or, any type of disease that we've talked about on the last couple of weeks, couple of months worth of calls? You ever seen one of those hospital bills? You ever really ask those people what's their quality of life after they've gone through surgeries and other types of treatments? Their quality of life is completely diminished. Their overall health is completely diminished. Their bills and their debt from the hospital is through the roof. And for what? To save a couple bucks on the front end. So what did you really save? You didn't save anything. You're killing yourself slowly. You don't realize that you're doing it until it's too late. So one of the main reasons I joined with Michael and linked up with him and wrapped arms with him way back when I did is because, at the end of the day, the goal is to live a healthy life. You only have one life. You only have one temple. It's your body. So it's not just about what you eat every day. It's about what you put on your body. I outgrew my hair years ago and it all came down here. But one of the things I use every day, I use the loofah. I use the shampoo. I use the conditioner. I use the deodorant. I've had 3, 4 people ask me about the deodorant. Do you use the deodorant? Well, how much do you use? Do you have to use more? No, 2 to 3 swipes, you're good to go. I mean, so you have to really look at the benefit of what you're gaining by having the superstore right in front of you, where you can access these products and share the opportunity with others. You got to look at the membership fee to be part of Essante. $30, $29.95. There's no one that any of you know that hasn't spent $29.95 on stuff that they absolutely regret spending that money on, but they did it anyways. I mean, there's people that spend $30 on themselves if they go to a fast food place. Here you have access with that $30, you have access to the biggest superstore of USDA certified organic products that you can share. And guess what the best part is? The more you share, the more you make, the more you help. The more you help others, the more you help others, the more you help yourself. That's how you win at Essante. Just go out and talk to people. I see Jason. Jason's on calls literally nonstop. He's on every week like clockwork. I see Jason on these calls. Jason's going to go out there and share this opportunity with people he knows. I see Joe every week. I see Linda every week. I see Jane. I know Jane shared this opportunity with thousands and thousands and thousands of people. I've known Jane since I've been with Essante. So, it's one of those opportunities that comes along. It's kind of like a lightning bug. You don't usually, as they say, you usually don't catch lightning in a bottle twice, right? Well, you don't need to catch it in a bottle twice. You just need to catch it the first time. Well, you're here. So that means that you caught it. Now that you're here and you've caught it, what are you going to do with it? If you have the opportunity to help others, why wouldn't you? That's my biggest challenge question to everybody. If you truly have an opportunity in front of you to truly help others with their overall optimal health and wellness goals, wishes, whatever they want out of life as far as health and wellness, when you have the opportunity right in your hands to help others, why wouldn't you? Not only why wouldn't you, but what's stopping you? The only person that stands between you and building this beyond your wildest dreams is the person that you look at every day in the mirror. And as you know, the person that you look at every day in the mirror is absolutely your harshest critic, because you're the only one that really can tell yourself you can or you can't. You've learned that since you were a kid, whether you can or you can't. You're absolutely right. So you make that conscious choice on if you want to go out and share this every day, if you want to share from the heart, if you want to share with passion, if you want to share with conviction, and you want to give people the chance to do exactly what you did. Change the ditch and switch. I messaged somebody today, messaged me about it. The ditch and switch. All I did was put up a picture on my social media about the toxic ingredients, the toxic 12. I said, if you have anything in your home that has this in it, you're doing it wrong. Message me, reach out to me. I'll tell you how to make it right. Somebody reached out to me. I told her about the ditch and switch. Next thing you know, she messages me and said, "Can I have a link to see what you're talking about?" I sent her over the information. I said, check through the catalog, check through the lineup there of products. Let me know what you think. If there's any questions I need to answer for you, let me know. We will have a call this Tuesday. We will have a call this Thursday where we'll tell you about the opportunity. I'd love to share the link with you. She said, "I would absolutely love to hop on. I can't tonight, but I can hop on Thursday." So I'm planning on having her on Thursday. But that's the key, is that once you do reach out to somebody, you have to follow up. The fortune in this industry is going to be in your follow up. Are you following up with people? Are you talking to them and the first time they tell you no, that's the last time you talk to them? Because people don't tell you no, and that means no forever. It just means no for right now. And the reason it means no for right now is because they're going to keep their eyes on you to see if you stay consistent. And if you manage to stay consistent in this industry, consistency wins. So you make yourself a daily list of, who do I want to talk to today? Think of 5 people, call 5 people. Tomorrow, follow up with those 5 people. Hey, did you get a chance to check out what I sent you? What did you think? Give me some feedback. I would love to hear it from you. Your feedback is important to me. I want to make sure that I'm offering you exactly what was offered to me. So I really would love to hear some feedback on what you thought. Make sure that they go out and actually check out the information. And if they, oh, I haven't had a chance to look at it yet, follow up. Say, when can I follow up with you again? When can I follow up with you that you think you'll have a chance to look at it? Because I definitely want to touch base again. And just follow up, guys, because people are watching. They're watching this company grow. They're wondering how it's growing. They don't know who the leaders are. They don't know what we're doing over here because they're so focused on what they have in front of them and how they're going to change the industry with this new revolutionary technology and this new groundbreaking comp plan and these revolutionary products. In a year from now, we won't even be talking about these companies because they'll already be out of business. And the reason that they go out of business is because they're not sustainable. It's not a sustainable model. It's not sustainable products. And people, once they try these products and they realize that this is something that they don't want to put in their body or on their body on a daily basis, they look for something else. So they always look for something else. So when you have your friends out there or you go in these groups on these social medias and it's like, hey, anybody out there have an opportunity? Raise your hand. Reach out to these folks and say, I have exactly what you're looking for. Would you be willing to hop on a quick 5-minute call? Sense of urgency. Look, I'm running into a meeting. I got 5 minutes. Something came across my desk today. I wouldn't consider myself your friend if I didn't tell you about it. And invite them to a call, plug them into the system, right? Plug them into a call, plug them into a Zoom. We have 2, 3, 4, depending on how many you guys want. We'll do as many calls as you need to a week. You can always reach out to me. I'm on social medias. If you ever need anybody for me to talk to, if you reach out to Michael, Dr. JJ, Daniel, if you reach out to any of us at any time, you want us to hop on a 3-way with you, we're more than happy to tell folks about the company, have them get involved. And, ultimately the goal is one team, one dream. So we build this as a company-wide goal. The goal is to grow Essante. It's not for this person to grow. It's not for that person to grow. It's for all of us to grow because together we all win, right? So that's my little bit for tonight, is take a little bit away from that and reach out to somebody, just like somebody reached out to you. Reach out to somebody else. Whoever reached out to you, reach out to somebody the same way they reached out to you and just tell them what you have your hands on, because that's passion. What do you have your hands on, and how willing are you to open your mouth to share it with others? If you watch a funny show tonight on TV and it's absolutely hilarious, you'll tell your friends, oh my God, I saw the funniest thing yesterday. Why not tell them about this? Oh my God, I came across an amazing opportunity to ditch and switch, to actually go green, and there's an opportunity to get paid. Why would you not tell people about that? You'll tell them about a great steak that you had at a restaurant, but you won't tell them about how to be healthier, right? You won't tell them about a true health and wellness opportunity. So it's all about It's all about conscious decisions and what you choose to talk to people about, those conversations that you choose to have. But remember, I use that word choose and choice a lot because everything that you do is a choice that you make. So now the choices you make, you are also responsible and accountable for the consequences of those choices. So that's where you want to make conscious choices to do the right thing, to treat people how you want to be treated, to live with a moral compass, to not lie to people, to not bait them into a false opportunity. This is a real opportunity with real growth potential, with endless amounts of income that can be made. And all you have to do is use this little thing right here and use these two things right here. Listen to what they ask you for and help them with a solution. And you'll win. It's so easy to win here, and it's so easy to grow here. And my hope is that all of you blow this thing out of the water, have a huge team, absolute plentiful abundance of life through this opportunity that's in front of you. And for me, this has been nothing less than a blessing. I mean, every single day I'm blessed when I wake up. I got my greens, I got my reds, I got my salts, I got my vitamins, I got my plant sterols. Oh man, the plant sterols. And then every meal, the digestive enzymes, the flora, every single time I got my pH shakes. Guys, I'm a living testimonial, so I can go tell people what these products do for me. I'll be 47 on Friday. I've never been told I look 47 years old. So there's a reason. The more you do for yourself, the more you stay in touch with this, the more you stay in tune with this, and you share this opportunity with others, it's just going to bless you tenfold. So just go out there and share. Chris, I love your picture. Every day is a journey. You're absolutely right. Every day is exactly a journey. And you know the goal of getting to that final destination, as they say, the strive for perfection is actually that. It's just a strive. If you ever achieve perfection, you're doing it wrong. You should always have a goal ahead of you. If you ever attain the goal, set a new goal. If you attain that goal, set a new goal. So if your goal today is I should have talked to one person today, now tomorrow make it two. When you talk to two people a day, make it three. When you talk to three people a day, make it five, guys, and just continue to grow upon a goal. And you'll watch what it'll do for you. Watch how it comes back to you. Watch how it blesses you. Watch how you get to bless others, and just continue to share the opportunity, and this opportunity will grow for you. So, Mike, back to you, my guy.
Thank you. Oh my gosh, that was unbelievable. Thank you very, very much. And I'm blessed to have Dominic as a friend for so long. And guys, I've been in this industry for 40 years. I have. And guess what? One company. One company besides this, because now we are involved in this, right? And well, Mike, well, why did you do this if you've done so well in that one company? Because I wanted you guys to have one company. You know how hard it is to keep starting over, starting over, starting over. This is magical, 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 magical. Look, there's only 5 companies in the history of this industry that do $1 billion plus in sales every single year after year after year after year after year. I was in one. Ong was in one, same one I was in, different time. Dr. JJ was in that one too. But the thing is, that company goes on forever, longer than we'll be here. And that's beautiful, because then you only have to do this one time. And you have to understand that it's daily essentials, it's necessities, things that we use every single day. That's why those companies make that kind of money, those 5 different companies. Okay. And and they're all similar in that respect. They're all different for other reasons, right? But let's talk about here, because you got a nice teeny tiny database because of the timing of the movement, not the timing of the company, the timing of the movement that my brother Daniel will tell you about in a second. But to tell you a little bit, just a little bit more about the products, and about a little bit more about a little bit about how you get paid. I mean, we got 6 ways to get paid, but 2 of them are just off the hook. And you know, Dominic has said this a few times, like, wow, they're like too generous in a way. But this is how I wanted to get paid at one point in time. So, make the company sustainable and give all the rest of the money back to the people that are out there that are out there hustling, doing their thing, and changing their lives and their families, and not from a, all from a financial standpoint, but also from a very healthy standpoint. So with that, I'm going to introduce our president, Dr. JJ Levine.
Thank you, Michael. Thank you, everybody. Michael, you've done a great job. Dominic, you've done a great job. Early happy birthday to you, Dominic. Well, here's what you need to know about the products. Dominic already did a great job. He mentioned ditch and switch. Everybody you know, including yourself, you're using products every day. And guess what? Everybody else are using those types of products every day. Shampoos, body washes, toothpaste, probably some nutritional products, maybe some essential oils, stuff to clean your house, stuff to clean your clothes, et cetera, et cetera. Well, I want to talk about the law of reciprocity. This is going to be a tough one. This is a challenge. And next week, I want you to tell me if you were up to the challenge, if you did this. Every person on this call tonight has people in their lives. And hopefully, you've got a reciprocal relationship. Hopefully, they're asking you to do things for them and vice versa. Well, if you've got people, they're asking you to do things for them, and you're going to do them anyway, whether they reciprocate or not. But I'm going to ask you to go to the next level. Here's the challenge between now and next week. Why don't you challenge them to ditch and switch one of their products? Tube of toothpaste. Switch it to Essante Organics. They don't have a lot of money? How about throw their chapstick or their Burt's Beeswax out? Try our lip balm. It's USD organic. Theirs aren't. Ours are at the same price as the other guys, and they're not organic. Here's the great thing. I know there are people watching this right now, either live or on the recording, and you're used to having a 9-to-5 job. There's nothing wrong with a 9-to-5 job. I've had tons of 9-to-5 jobs. But think about what I'm about to say, because this is going to give you a total mind shift right now. In that 9-to-5 job, how would you like to get a raise every single week? Doesn't exist, right? You kind of have to muster the courage up maybe once a year or so to beg your manager, your boss, for a little slight raise. You can get a raise every single week. Why? Because we're not selling any crazy gizmos, gadgets, patches, and lotions and potions. We are selling commodities that people use every day. And the best part is ours are guaranteed to work as well, if not better than theirs. And we're USD organic and toxic free. They literally have ingredients that have been correlated, scientifically proven to cause disease. And if you're paying attention to what's going on right now, at least here in the United States, with Make America Healthy Again, everybody's talking about it. Nothing is more powerful than an idea. His time has come. You're at the right place at the right time. You set yourself up as the expert, but you also set yourself up as a person who loves and cares and shares, because you're not selling your family and friends on these products. You're sharing them. You don't want your parents and your loved ones and your nieces and nephews and people you work with, you don't want them using products that are linked to horrific diseases. When I say horrific diseases, I'm talking about more than just some skin irritation or redness. I'm talking about, you name the disease, and yeah, there's products on the shelves that cause that. True fact. Well, Daniel's going to talk more about that, but I also want to talk about money, because this is a business opportunity here. We've got over 100 products. It's on this cool little card here. You can get this when you order products from us. It's also on the website. We're a green company. I'm going to talk about 2 of the 6 ways that we pay. And 2 of the 6 ways we pay is residual, meaning you do the work one time and you get paid over and over again. Remember I said you can get a raise every week? This is how it occurs. We're going to pay you, one of those 6 ways is called the Endless Team Bonus, ETB. It is so easy to understand how this works. You are going to build and manage 2 teams, a left team and a right team. And you can get paid 10% of all the volume underneath you, whether you told the person about it or they told the person about it, and so on and so forth. When I say the volume, people buying the products that they use every day. What happens when your tube of toothpaste starts getting so you can't even squeeze any more out? You're going to buy more. What about your shampoo? What about your nutritional products? You're going to buy more. You're going to buy more. Well, as people fall in love with our products, which they will, you never have to worry about the quality of our products. You're never going to have to make excuses, because we don't skimp. Our products are amazing. Well, they're going to buy more, and you're going to get paid for that. And let's say you have a goal that you want to make an extra $50 a week, or an extra $500 a week, or an extra $5,000 a week. And I can keep on going. Whatever your financial goal is, I can teach you how to do it, because the Endless Team Bonus you can get paid 10% on the volume of all the orders that occur below you on a weekly basis. So it's simple arithmetic. And if you get to a point that you've reached your goal and you're ready for the next goal, like Dominic was alluding to, you push yourself to speak to one person today. When you reach that, then it's 2 people a day and then 3 people a day. Well, when you've reached your financial goal, why not push yourself a little bit further? Give yourself a raise. Guess what? Tell one person or 2 people about ditching and switching. And you can get paid 10% on all the orders that they're placing. Very, very easy. Well, that endless team bonus is incredible. But also, Dominic alluded to this. He's never heard of, nor have I, of another company that offers you a 100% check match. We want you not to only dial in and be serious about your financial goals and serious about your health goals, because we can help you achieve both simultaneously. But we want you to dial in and become a leader. And my definition of as a leader is you're going to care. Remember I said sharing and caring of products? I want you to share and care about the people that you introduce into this business. Whatever their financial goals are, whatever their health goals are, we want to pay you to make sure that they achieve them. And here's the great thing. As you bring people into the business that want to do the business like you, and they start getting an endless team bonus, that 10% of the volume below them, guess what? We're going to offer you up to 100% check match of their endless team bonus. Don't get scared. We're not going to take anything away from them. So maybe in your entire career in this company, you enroll 4 people. And let's say cumulatively, all 4 of those people are earning, let's say $1,000 in a week. Maybe one person's earning nothing. Maybe one person's a superstar. They're earning 700. Maybe another person's earning it, but it all adds up to 100. And you've personally enrolled those 4 people. They're still going to get their share of what they've earned on the endless team bonus, but you're going to get $1,000 check match for the week. And whatever number you want that to be, whatever your goals are, I want you to understand that we don't have a cap on the income with the endless team bonus or the matching bonus. So I could give you some crazy numbers, but I know that if you're not an expert, if you don't have 40 years experience or even 5 years experience in this industry, I might blow you out of the water. I might think you might have a disconnect, but it's true. You know people that have driven those pink Cadillacs from Mary Kay. You've heard of those people that make $100,000 or more a month in this industry. Well, why not you go out and share this with them? Don't be scared. What's the worst thing they can do is say no. But if they say yes, and you personally enroll them and you start matching their check, man, holy organic guacamole, that's pretty awesome, isn't it? Well, that's as hard as this has got to be. I don't need to be verbose. Endless team bonus, 10% on the volume below you, on the orders and reorders to infinity. And this is a willable, sellable business. 100% check match. Anybody you help who's starting to get an endless team bonus, you can match that check up to 100%. So with that, I'm going to turn it back to our founder, our CEO, Michael Weniger. Thanks for letting me talk today.
All right, guys and gals, and all you fabulous people. Now let's understand one thing that is extremely important in business, and it's amazing. And my brother and I, and even JJ have hung out with the elites. People have made so much money. And they will tell you this thing. They will tell you this formula. And to date, my brother will tell you this formula. So with that being said, I'm going to introduce my brother, Daniel Weniger.
Thank you very much. So we offer an extremely rare business opportunity. In fact, I always tell people that Essante Organics truly offers a once-in-a-lifetime business opportunity. And people say, Daniel, that's a pretty bold statement to make. And I say, well, let me back it up. The world is going green once, not twice, not 3 times, once. You get one shot at becoming rich, retired, and wealthy from the green movement. And what I teach people all day long is if you can get involved in a way of life before it becomes a way of life, you're a very wealthy individual. And that's pretty much called a paradigm shift. And I want to talk about that for a moment because it's absolutely huge in our business model. A paradigm shift is just a fancy way of saying a product or device once brought to market, 8-10 years down the road, it's a way of life. They're extremely rare. Most human beings will experience 1 to 2 in a lifetime. The last one any of us on this Zoom could have got involved with was back in around 1982. I was 18 years old. I am now 60. Okay, that's how long ago the last one was. Mr. Steve Jobs creates the computer. Mr. Bill Gates creates software, and the internet's born. Now, if you were first online selling anything in the 80s, from baseball caps to picture frames to wristwatches, I don't care anything. You are a multi-millionaire today. I tell people go online and open up your store, your website, selling whatever you like, and see if you become a multimillionaire. And your chances are slim to none because there's probably hundreds, or in some cases, thousands of websites around the world selling what you're trying to sell. If you're an inventor and you created a product that doesn't exist, sure. Okay. So they're calling the green movement the next paradigm shift in life. The internet created more millionaires than any other product category niche in history. And they project the green movement to create more millionaires than the internet did. Why is that? And I'll tell you why. Because I don't care where you live in the world. I don't care if you make $10,000 a year, 10 million a year, anything in between, rich, poor, in between. 9 out of 10 people wake up every morning, they stretch, yawn, and they get in the shower and they flip it on. They take a shower and they do their thing. They wash their body, they shampoo their hair, they condition it, take it out, you put your lotion on, and go to the sink, we brush our teeth, put the deodorant on. Women put their makeup on, you go to work, you come home, you wash your hands, you wash your face, you moisturize, you go to bed, and you do it all over again every single day until you die. Every time someone's taking a shower, you're making money. So, you know what? We missed out on the last paradigm shift. I know some people on this Zoom weren't even old enough to take advantage of that. But guess what? You're sitting in the next paradigm shift. Only 9% of the world is green, meaning they don't want to put toxic chemicals into their body through food, because you are what you eat. What I teach all day long, you are what you eat, you are what you absorb. The skin's the largest organ in the body. Anything you put on it enters the bloodstream in 26 seconds, all your internal organs in 8 minutes. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out if you're putting chemicals into your bloodstream and internal organs and into your body on a daily basis that are linked to liver and kidney problems, Alzheimer's, dementia, reproductive problems in females, cancer. I can go on and on. Good chance down the road you're getting something. Okay, 56% of all cancers can be avoided by what you eat and 40% by what you put on you. Add the two together, it's 96%. You only have a 4% chance of getting cancer if you don't put chemicals into your body. And as we all know, our family members, friends, neighbors, almost every family has someone with that disorder and that disease. And it can be avoided, along with a lot of other diseases. But back to the business opportunity, here you're sitting. Timing and positioning are crucial when creating massive wealth. Timing meaning you being here early in the beginning, in front of a way of life before it becomes a way of life. Now 9% of the world's green. When that 9% is 95%, too late to become rich and retired from the green movement. All the people that are going to create wealth created the wealth from it. But you're sitting here early in the beginning. So timing meaning you here early in the beginning, because in our industry, the masses fall underneath you, whether you like it or not. And positioning, being with a company that's in front of a way of life before it becomes a way of life. It's a beautiful thing. It's sad. 9% of the people are using these products. And the only reason 91% are not is they just don't know that the products in their shower, on their countertops, the things they're using every single day on them and their loved ones are loaded full of chemicals, hundreds, not 10, 20, 30, hundreds when you add them all up. And again, not chemicals linked to skin or eye irritation, chemicals linked to serious disease and illness. And once you know, you can't unknow. We are organic influencers. And the beautiful thing about a business opportunity is there's no selling here. What other business opportunity out there? There's none that I'm aware of with the potential that you have here to make the money you can make by laying your head down and sleeping good at night, no matter how much you're making, not by scamming people. Because let's face it, There's all these magic lotions, potions, pills, powder, patches. First of all, you better be a pretty good salesperson to get me to try your magic lotion, potion, patch, whatever it may be. And now for you to get true residual income, like I did, and many of my friends did that worked hard for 3, 4 years, never worked another day again in their lives. They have to stay on that patch or that pill or that lotion or no. But is everyone taking a shower every day? Probably 95%, 90% of the world, not everyone. Or some people take a shower every other day. But these are staples in people's lives. These are not luxury products. So look, the world is going green with or without you. You have two choices. You can sit back and watch it go green, or you can truly make a lot of green from it going green. Okay. And again, lay your head down at night while you're making good money, knowing you're truly helping people, not scamming them on the next shiny penny that's out there. So, here you sit with an opportunity that you just heard about. Dominic does an incredible job. That's why he does so well in this industry. Dr. JJ Michael. I've been in this industry since I was 18, 42 years. As a distributor, a lot of it, and now with the company with Michael. So you got a corporate team that truly are distributors at heart. All the other owners out there, they don't know, a lot of them that they don't have a clue about network marketing and being a distributor from a distributor standpoint. They come up with some magic lotion, potion, pill, powder, patch, whatever it may be, throw a comp plan to it, and let's go. And a year or two later, that company's out of business for all different reasons. And here you have a very stable company that's been around a long time, that's in front of a way of life before it becomes a way of life. I'm telling you, your chances are slim to get involved in the next paradigm shift. You'll probably be 6 feet under. The last one was in 1982. Now they're calling the green movement the next paradigm shift because here's a good example. I don't know one company in the world still using typewriters anymore. Oh, because this computer is a way of life, whether you like it or not. And that's the way this product line is going to be. Look, once you know what we know, how can you continue using products with parabens, phenoxyethanols, butylene glycols, PEGs? I can go on and on, linked to serious disease and illness. So hopefully I made this clear, and Dominic and Michael and JJ and all of us talking, because it's really, really simple, everybody. Don't complicate it. It's very, very simple. You're just going to educate people on the products they buy every single month and use every single day on them and their loved ones. You're not selling them anything. And who makes the most money at Essante Organics? Real simple. The person who shares Essante Organics with the most people every day. If I joined Essante Organics today and Dominic joined Essante Organics today and I shared it with 5 people every day and Dominic shared it with 10 people every day, twice as many, I don't care if it's a month down the road, 3 months, 6 months, a year, his check's going to be double what mine is because he shared it with twice as many people, got twice as many customers and consumers, because not everybody's in it for the business, but they do want to use healthy products in their family, but they're wealthy. They don't need the money. So the person who shares with the most people is going to end up with the most customers and users, the most distributors doing the business, therefore have the most volume and make the biggest check. So it's just about doing the numbers, which is sharing it with people. When I was in this industry, there was no computer, Zooms. There was no cell phones. I had a landline and an answering machine in 1982. The only way you built your business was with your mouth, going out, and that's why it's called network marketing. You're networking, right? Well, now you can network through social media and reach the world with your product line, with your business opportunity, through Facebook and Instagram and TikTok and all these different social media platforms. And then you mix the old school in because I'm old school. I'm not a real good social media guy. I'm not that guy, but I have those people, in the company. But I did it old school, and I still like to do it old school because I believe people can feel your passion, when they're speaking to you, whether it's on the phone or in person or on a Zoom versus through a text or a message or, things like that. So it's a very simple business. You're not going to sell anything. You're just going to educate people. And most people, once you educate them, and we got a couple videos, gogreengetpaid.com. You got 10 Americans and the Toxic Truth that do all the work for you. And then I go watch Go Green Get Paid. That shows you a solution to the problem with the products and an incredible business opportunity if you're looking to make some money from home, make your own hours. You don't have to punch a clock. You can work part-time and make a full-time income. So I want to thank everyone for being on the Zoom tonight. We appreciate all of you and your time. And we are all here to help. There's no other corporate team that's going to get on a three-way call. That's what I do on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I set it aside just for the field. You have someone that's interested, you say, you know what? I know the owners of the company because Michael or I will do this for you. And if you got 20 minutes, I'd love to do a three-way call with them. They're very passionate. They're very down to earth because let me tell you, I'm no better, and Mike's no better, and JJ's no better than anybody on this call. We all blow our nose the same way. We put our underwear on the same way, right? And we put our cap on the same way. We're just where we are today through a hard work ethic, to be honest. Not even, I mean, we got degrees, we went to college, but that ain't what made us successful. It was our work ethic. I always say this. Hustle beats talent every time when talent doesn't hustle. Meaning, I don't care if you have a master's or doctorate degree. If you're lazy, that piece of paper is worthless. I'll take the guy with the high school diploma and a hard work ethic and make him very wealthy. So thank you all for being on here. I'm here on Tuesdays and Thursdays to help you. Just my extension's 103 at the office. If you ever want me to do a three-way call with someone that's interested in the business, I would love to. Or if you'd like some training for your business, or if you'd like some product education, whether it be on alkalizing, whatever you may like, I'm here to help. So thank you all, and I will turn it back over to Michael.
Thank you. Thank you. And you know what? One thing Danny said that I've seen in this industry my entire life, my first company that we got involved with, he's right. I've seen people with degrees get into that company. Who knows what company it is? And probably all of you do. But the thing is, I watched talented, really, really, really good people get in that company and not do anything. And well, they made what they did, which was really nothing. And then I watched people that got involved in that company that really didn't have anything as not a degree and become multi millionaires in that company. Martha Lowry, Nathan Ricks, we can go on and on and on with all these people. But, you know, one thing I do want you guys to think about though, now that you've seen this and you've absorbed it and everything like that, I end my calls with everybody saying this because it should really soak in. When you hear it enough times, it will. And I say, at the end of the night, remember, I don't live in this house. I live in here. Okay? Like Dominic says, here's your temple. Temple of the Holy Spirit, right? It's your temple. This is where you live. What are you doing in here? What are you doing out here? Because that's just as important. I'm not going to put bad paint in here and then have to paint every 6 weeks. No, not going to happen. I'm not going to go. And you can't put good stuff on here and then bad stuff inside. And you can't put good stuff inside and bad stuff on here because what's going to happen at that point? You're going to create a very chaotic immune system, and then things are going to start going wrong. You got to put good stuff in and good stuff on top of yourself. So tonight, I don't care if you're getting on your knees and wearing out that carpet. I don't care if you're sitting on your bed or laying on your bed. Before you say your prayers and you thank, good Lord, that you got air in your lungs, breath in your lungs, you got a heartbeat, you got another day to enjoy, and another tomorrow coming up. You think of this one thing before all that happens. What did I put in here? And what did I put on top of here? Because at the end of the day, no matter how small or how large you did it, you only did one of two things. One, you participated in your life. Or two, you participated in your death. It's just that simple. And you get to choose. So taking care of yourself is your responsibility. And now you can become a part of the largest USDA superstore in the world. Despite, forget about that business model. We're the superstore. We're the largest. We've been in media for it. And that's big. That's big. And just want to say this one last thing because I don't usually end like this. But when Danny was talking about timing and positioning, you know, this right here, everybody's got one. Everybody. This is what you use. Unless you're at an office, there might be a phone there. We all did this. And in the late 1980s, 1988, most of us were around in 1988. Did you think this was going to be your life for the rest of your life someday? Guess what? I was alive. $400 investment in Apple. $400, that's it. Now, if I was hanging out with anybody on here, with Deb, with Carissa, if I was hanging out with Beth or Hong or Mike or anybody, and I said, guess what? This guy talked to me about these things. This is how people are going to live their lives. And all he wants is $400. Not to own one, to invest into the company. If you invested $400 in 1988 in Apple, you're worth $127 billion with a B. Don't let this pass you up again. Don't let that happen. Because, like Danny said, the world's going green, with or without us. Look out the door. Look out to the neighbor's house and down the way. What do you see? Solar, electric cars, green sustainable housing. But again, in here. So how beautiful is that when you go to bed tonight? You put your head on your pillow and you go, wow, I did everything I did yesterday that I did today. But today, I didn't touch myself with one toxic chemical. Everything plants, all real food. That's it. That's what we got. So we're very structured. Tuesday nights, we do these Zooms for talk about the business. And on Thursdays, we do Zooms. Dr. JJ will be doing a Zoom this Thursday, teaching and training about products and health and wellness and things of that sort. So business products, every single week. You need structure. So God bless you. God bless your families. We love you all. We thank you all for your time. Time's valuable to us. And we shall see you again another time on another broadcast this Thursday or on Facebook. We do a lot of different things out there. So you guys have a blessed evening. Thank you for being here. And we'll talk to you guys again soon. Take care and good night.